मिक्सर बैंड बाजा सब कुछ है इधर. Well, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well, and I know you've been waiting for this video for a long time, and I'm sorry I just got the chance to film it because it's like I'm back in India and I wanted to spend some time with my family and friends here, so I didn't get any chance to film it so far. But yeah, here it is. Here's the video. Just a quick disclaimer, there's a wedding going on nearby and my paroswali auntie is cooking, so you will hear mixer and steel bartan every noise in this video, so please don't mind it. Just focus on the content. And yeah, this is the video in which I will be giving you some generic tips related to how to make your CV for the KNB scholarship or any scholarship that you want to apply to. This is not the CV review video for the CVs that you have submitted to me. That video is going to be uploaded tomorrow because it's like I went through all of your CVs and I thought, like, why not make a video giving generic tips and tricks to you guys so that those who haven't submitted it can also judge your CVs based on these tips that I give. So yeah, let's just get started. For those who are new here, hi, I'm Mansi. I'm originally from India, but since past 3 years I've been living and studying in Indonesia. I am the KNB Indonesian Government Scholarship Awardee, and on this channel I usually give you information related to the scholarship or general advice on adulting and living abroad. So if you're interested, go check it out. One more important thing, a lot of you have been asking me, Mansi, when are you conducting the webinar that you promised? The thing is, guys, I've been facing some partnership and resources issues, and I don't think unless until they are solved I can actually deliver a proper quality webinar for you guys. If I try to conduct it now, it's just going to be messy. Neither you nor me will be at peace because of it. So yeah, I think the webinar, there's probability it won't happen, but if there are chances, I'll just let you know by the first or second week of March before the applications closes. But yeah, for now I only can promise you that I can deliver or give you every single tip or trick through my videos only. I'm really sorry about it. So to start with, for KNB scholarship you are supposed to submit a CV and not a resume. The difference between these two is something you can Google, and I did the same, but I don't really find any difference in the two, so I'll just move ahead with the tips because it's basically the same. A CV is something which is more focused on your academics and the overall achievements of you and stuff, but a resume is something which is super focused on the particular field or the particular job that you're applying to. But for KNB, in my opinion, it's more like, for bachelors it's more like a CV, but for masters and PhD students you are supposed to draft or craft your CV more like a resume, and I'll explain it further. The very first things you need to add to your CV are your name, date of birth, phone number, email, and your nationality. Please make sure these 5 are there, and if you want to add your photos then it's okay, but make sure it's professional and formal. Do not add photos with a colorful background or wearing a t-shirt. Make sure the background is plain. Much better if it's red, because in Indonesia it's considered super formal. The passport photos are usually clicked with a red background, so if you can keep the background red. Make sure your photo, what you're wearing is a t-shirt with a collar, a shirt with a collar. A t-shirt does not have a collar, Mansi. So yeah, a shirt with a collar and red background is gonna give you 10 on 10. Okay, list your education starting with the most recent one. Do not start with your elementary school, and do not even mention your elementary school. Let's say you completed your bachelors, mention your bachelors, how much was your GPA, what year you completed it in, and then the school you attended and stuff. Then go on with the high school and then middle school, and that's it. If you stop at high school, it's okay as well, but for bachelor students you don't really have much to add, so you can just add your high school and your middle school, like your 12th and 10th. Okay, and also make sure you add your GPA. That is a plus point. Another thing you need to add is your language proficiency, because KNB, they look for students who are much more capable of adapting to a new language. So if you have certifications like IELTS or Duolingo test, add how much you scored. Also, if you are like an Indian, for me, I speak three different languages like English, Hindi, and Marathi, and now Indonesian. So if you can just add like you speak Hindi and then Marathi and how proficient you are in, if they see that this person is actually multilingual and speaks these different languages, they give you much more preference and they think that you will be able to adapt to the new country quite easily. So that's gonna be a plus point. Another thing is keep your CV neat and clean. It's gonna be much better if you just keep it like a plain black and white text page and avoid adding any random blocks and designs and lines. Do not do that. Even your photo, make sure it's small in a corner and proper and neat and clean. Do not make that CV messy. And please be honest. Please be honest in whatever you add, cause the committee will check. Let's say you add your certification, let's say you add the award, maybe they're gonna look for the certificates. I think in the website there is a option for you to add the certificate. So do not lie, the committee is gonna cross check anyhow, so you don't have to miss your chances, right? Talking about exact things that you need to add in your CV and what things to avoid, then I'll start with bachelors first, because I know you guys are confused saying, Mansi, we just graduated high school, I don't even have any experience, what do I even add? Guys, you were in school for 12 years, right? And during those 12 years, there must be something that you did. There might be activities or there might be competitions you participated in. Add them. But be strategic about it. Like, let's say you won Indian Idol season 3 or you won your whatever school idol. You cannot mention that on top of your CV if you are applying for medical or computer science or anything which is not related to singing. Like, think about your, when you are drafting your CV, think or read it from the perspective of the reviewer. Let's say I got this CV and this person has applied for computer engineering, and the first line that I read is, I won Dance India Dance season 12. Will I even read it? Because girl, you're applying for computer science, how is that related to dance? So Dance India Dance or winning any cultural related competition is great, but add it in your extracurricular section. Do not make your CV focused on things which are not related to academics or which are not going to help you build credibility towards your selected major. When I was applying for KNB, I think one of the strongest things I had in my CV was the DBMS project I worked on. So I had computer science as one of my main subjects in grade 11th and 12th, and for KNB I applied for informatics engineering. And so during my high school days I worked on a project, and I thought that if I add this project on top and if I mention this project in my CV, definitely the reviewer is gonna know that this girl is actually serious about this major and has prior knowledge related to basic coding and stuff. And that just gave me a perk. And my teacher actually mentioned this to me, that I went through your CV and I saw that you have mentioned studying SQL and Python, and that's why we thought that you might be a good fit for our faculty. And yeah, I now am in Indonesia. So if you think there is something you have worked on related to your chosen field, mention it. Also, if it's not super related to your chosen field, it's okay as well. Like, I had some certifications in SEO marketing. I would volunteer as a social media manager for a NGO here in Pune. I mentioned that one. So yeah, these little things which add on to your skills and stuff will add on to your CV as well. Also, I did have achievements like winning a singing competition or winning the best whatever prizes. I mentioned it, but kept it in the last part so that the reviewers will actually know this girl is not just into academics but also cultural stuff, overall stuff. So yeah, for bachelor students, your community work, your projects, your personal projects, school projects, awards, your achievements, and these things you can just add into your CV. For masters and PhD students, then I suggest you keep your CV heavily focused on things related to your major only. Do not even go near co-curricular activities because it's not gonna help. Especially for PhD students, keep it heavily focused on academic stuff that you have done. Mention the papers that you've published, the theses you've worked on in bachelors and masters, the lab experience you have and stuff. For master students, mention your job experience, any certifications you have earned related to the major you are applying to, any projects you've worked on. Keep it focused on that. Do not mention any singing, craft, art stuff if you that is not your major. One more additional tip: if you have a gap year, then please mention what you did during those years, because even I had 1 or 2 years of gap and I was actually working, so that was what I added to my CV. Do not leave your gap years unexplained. That's just gonna make them feel like, oh, this person just took a gap and did nothing. So we want to avoid that, right? And another thing, when you're submitting the file, make sure it's named properly. Like, let's say Mansi underscore KNB underscore CV. Do not send a file which is named final KNB final document. No, don't do that. It's very unprofessional, and people are gonna check for how consistent, how well organized you are, and how properly you understand how things are handled formally or in a professional setting. So any minor thing that you think might help in making you stand out from others, please do it. And yeah, I think that is it for this video. In case you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section. The CV review video is coming up tomorrow. I have actually made it in 2 different parts. So first one is gonna be for the bachelor students who sent me the CVs, and the second one is gonna be for masters and PhD students. So I really hope it's gonna be helpful, and yeah, just take care guys, and good luck. Bye bye.